So I was wondering why the pool filter is doing this. I think the logical explanation would be that. It's a pretty windy day out, so it's now filled with crap. Here's a switch. Turn that off for a minute here. Even that's filled with schmutz. Oh, yuck. Oh my god.
I went from night shift to real early in the morning, and it has warped my brain like a sun-melted record. I'll tell you that right now. So,
okay, so get this. I'm gonna turn this fan off so it's not gonna put wind noise all over the video, but I'm trying to replace the hard drive in this. I want to put a nice SSD in. Now, I cloned this last night, but it was so late because it took so damn long that I just left it through today. So flip it over. Well, in order to get to the hard drive, you have to remove the battery, which reveals a screw right here to remove the RAM door, which is this thing right here, which reveals a screw to remove the hard drive door, and then when you go to remove the hard drive, they're Torx screws as opposed to Phillips like the rest of them. Wow. That's terrible. This whole video log is just going to basically be how much Windows 10 sucks, really. But here we go again. Just changed this from a hard drive to an SSD. There's the original hard drive. Boots just fine off of that, but change it to the SSD and this is what happens. Every once in a while there's a little bit of disk activity. But I have a blank screen, and I bet if I move this, I'll get a cursor. Yep. And if I try and reboot this, now watch. This is ridiculous. This is what Microsoft tells you. This is how you're supposed to get into safe mode these days. Okay? Keep in mind that this is Microsoft's official advice. I can just about guarantee you this isn't going to work, because it's not going to matter. It claims that there is a required device that's inaccessible. Well, gee, it's the same damn thing as this, and this works, so I don't understand what your problem is. Ridiculous. Okay, so I'm sure that everybody is aware that I lost my second display last week. This is it, right here. I realized that downstairs, on a computer that's only using the analog VGA, I had a display that had DVI and VGA, so I just grabbed it and took it up here and put a VGA-only display down there. It's only temporary until I can get a better monitor for up here, because this thing actually kind of looks stupid in its position. I mean, like, look at this nonsense. This is terrible. And the color, what would you call it? Color field. The warmth is really off compared to the other display, and you might even be able to tell on the video. This is a much cooler display panel, and I think it looks like crap, so I want to get it out of here and get a better monitor. But it's nice to at least have my second display back. I think it's incredibly sad that it's only just barely after 5 o'clock, and it's already so dark out I have to turn a light on. This showed up, though. And it is working, so that's cool. So hopefully that will be going in the machine today. Well, this is nice. Just upgraded this with a new board, and we're having problems with it. I'm running a RAM test right now because it's just blocking up. Running, a render job with a video, and it just locks up. I have to power cycle it. So I don't really know what it is. Could be the board. Could be the CPU that's defective. I really kind of doubt it, but it could be. You never know. Could be this RAM, which is what I'm checking first, because usually when there's a hard lockup issue, it's normally the RAM that's the cause. But it's been running, so I don't know what's up with that. It's been running longer than it's ever run in Windows. Could be the drive. Either the drive itself, the cable, or the port that it's plugged into. Could also be the video card. Those are G84 silicon, which is known defective. So either one of those could be bad, or it could be the slot that it's plugged into. I really don't know. But I'm going to try maybe lightly jiggling these RAM sticks and see if anything changes. Okay, so you can see it down there. Obviously the RAM wasn't a problem. I tried running in SMP mode as well. It didn't make a difference. And it's still working. So I changed the SATA cable. And I also changed the ports. It's no longer on port 0, it's on port 3. Because there's 4 ports. So it's port 3. And it's now made it through 4 videos. This, I think, is the 5th one. Might even be the 6th one. I don't actually remember. I wasn't counting. I do know it made it through more than 1. And before it would only make it through 1, if it would even do that. So, I guess either I've tightened something that was loose, cleaned something that wasn't quite clean by moving things around, or it's a bad SATA port, or it's a bad SATA cable. I guess I'll never know. If it stays working, I'm gonna leave it, because I don't see any point in adjusting it. There's only one SATA device in there anyway. If there were 2, then there'd be a bigger problem, because I like them to be in order. It's one of the things that drives me crazy. It's when people plug things into random SATA ports. So, unless there's a good reason for it, everything should be, port 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I do things. Maybe it's a bit excessive, but whatever. It's running.